Hello, and welcome back to A Degree from YouTube. On the last episode of this backyard desert remodel, we built a U-shaped redwood bench to go around the fire pit. If you missed that episode, I'll have it linked on the screen right here above. On this episode, episode number 3, we'll be concentrating on framing a floating deck. Okay, so getting straight into the project here, the first thing we're going to have to do is lay out these pyramid deck blocks. We have a total of 12 of these, and they need to be leveled into the ground. By all means, this backyard was not level whatsoever. It had a slope that was fairly significant, and you could tell by how far I dug the pyramid blocks in on the right side of the screen versus the left side. On day 6 of the project, the very next morning, I had 8 more concrete pyramid blocks to install. So let's get to it. Now keep in mind, we are doing this project in the desert in the middle of summer, and it gets extremely hot. It is not even 7 a.m. in the morning yet, and it's already approaching 100 degrees. Now, once we're done with the framing, on the surface of the deck, we're going to install Trex, which is a maintenance-free type of composite decking. For this, we chose clamshell gray, but more on this in the next episode. The most important thing we had to do here was make sure that these concrete pyramid blocks were 100% level in the ground, because if they weren't, we're going to have major problems when it comes to the framing. If you're curious to know how we leveled all this off, what we did is temporarily hammer rebar into the ground to use as stakes for our string levels. We had to do this on every single row, going horizontal and vertical, until we got this all completely level. Man, did I mention how hot it gets out here in the desert? I mean, this is crazy. It's not even 2 p.m. and it's starting to peak at 120 degrees. I mean, not to complain, but this does not make the job any easier. When the weather gets this hot, we decided to keep a cool mind so we can get to the framing. Once we had the rim of the deck completed using 4x6 pressure treated wood, we made sure that everything was level, square, and plumb before installing our joist hangers. We took our chalk line and snapped a line every 16 inches apart on the frame so we knew exactly where to install our joist hangers. The next morning, I had a few more hangers to install and made sure they were all where they needed to be so I could get started cutting out the joists themselves. For all the joists and the blocking, I am using 2x4 pressure treated wood. So for those of you who are new to the channel, you may ask if I'm a licensed professional, and the answer is no. No, I'm not a licensed professional. I do not have a contractor's license. I'm a DIYer. And I have a degree from YouTube. And some people ask,
where do I get my degree from YouTube? I would like to become a glorified handyman too.
Well, the answer to that question is pretty simple. Almost anyone can learn almost anything on YouTube when they put their mind to it. And I'm not just talking about DIY and construction. So now that we have most of the outer frame completed, here comes the fun part. To all the contractors and all the framers who may be watching this right now, you may ask,
Why are you putting 2x4s where the 2x6s go? And why are you putting 2x6s where the 4x6s go?
the truth is that this framing will be plenty strong. It's only a few inches above the ground, and due to the slope of the yard, there are parts of the framing that rest on the ground itself. If you got this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the content. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Also, this is just the third episode with many more to come on this epic desert backyard remodel. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you get to see the next episode when it drops on your homepage.